Hello and welcome. We're on chapter 46, Acts of Kindness. This is facing your fears, turning fear into courage. And what we're doing with acts of kindness is we're doing something without any expectation of something in return. No strings attached. It's just, what can I do to add happiness, joy, positivity to someone else's day? I remember this amazing client I had. She's now become a therapist. It's so funny. She was working for a company and she did well financially. She was good at it, but her personality style was much more made to be a therapist. And so now she's getting her degree and becoming a therapist. But she read this chapter on acts of kindness and she made sure she did 3 acts of kindness every day. And boy, did her life change. And so acts of kindness don't have to be this huge thing of donating $1,000 or whatever it might be, but it could be a love note to your kids or your partner or anyone, sending them a text telling them how important they are. Could be doing something special for yourself, like saying, I think I need a massage. I'm going to spend the time and money and do that. It could be just smiling at everyone you see on the street. I'm laughing because when I do my hike in the morning, there's a woman who wears a t-shirt that says, don't talk to me, like that. And I'm so tempted to just say hello and smile, but I'm afraid she'll punch me out. But I may try that tomorrow. I might. She really wears that shirt and it says, don't talk to me. She does have the earphones in too, so she might not hear me, but it's worth a try. But acts of kindness, I think it's also acknowledging people and giving a compliment. People walk by and they have such cool hair or clothes or a cute little dog. There's so many things we could notice about who they are and what they're doing. And really listening to a person, that's an act of kindness, and giving them feedback that you are hearing, that you do care. Other acts of kindness might be thinking of someone you haven't talked to for a while and reaching out and just saying hello, or sending them a text saying, I'm thinking of you. And where did thank you notes go? I don't know. I don't send them, but I think it's really nice to get a thank you note. We hardly even send letters anymore, but a thank you text is fine, a thank you email. Even those little hearts that we send to our friends or people we care about, I think it adds up. But again, I want to caution that if we do it with the hopes of getting something back, we're not doing acts of kindness. What we're doing is a kind of a manipulation, saying, if I'm nice to you, will you do something back? That doesn't work. I think it works in a different way, that when you're loving and kind in the world, that energy goes out onto the planet and good things come back to you. So if you're doing it just with adding joy or positivity to the world, I think you might get something back. And the other part of acts of kindness is letting someone off the hook. Probably we're all very similar, that when someone cuts us off or does something not so smart in traffic, it doesn't feel good. But if we let them off the hook energetically, we're doing acts of kindness. What else could you do? I have a list, maybe what I'll do is in the book, it's, inviting somebody for coffee, letting somebody ahead of you at checkout, giving somebody your seat on the plane when they want to sit next to somebody, putting money in somebody's meter, treat yourself to something special, and then hugging others. And also acts of kindness include donating clothes and making sure that you're not keeping things that you're not using, because there's a whole world out there that can benefit from whatever we can give. And there's some shelters, like we have a homeless shelter, that they sell the clothes, but they use it to feed the homeless. And so it's a wonderful place to give things that we're not using. Just look in your heart and soul and think, what would I like? And I'm going to go give that to others. All right, so we're going to do this. Acts of kindness. It's chapter 46. And believing that we're all in this together, let's think good thoughts to ourselves. Let's say good things to ourselves. And let's be kind to others in any way that we can. All right, go out and enjoy. Thank you for joining us.